Hey there guys, welcome back. Let's start with input function. The input function reads a line from input, converts it into a string and returns it. The syntax of input function is input and a prompt. The prompt is the parameter of input function and input function takes a single argument and that too is optional. This prompt argument is a string that is returned to output screen. The input function reads a line from the input, usually from the user, converts the line into a string and then returns it. If end of file is read, it raises an EOF error exception, that is end of file error exception. Let's see some examples. Making new example inside Python folder, 16 input and a new file a.py. Let's call input function and it will return us whatever we will write on the output screen. So I'll hold it in a variable, let's say x, and print x. Now let's see running a.py. Okay, so the screen is waiting for user to enter something. So let's enter hello world and press enter. See, hello world is printed. This hello world is printed because of the print statement. Okay. Now making new example b.py, calling x is equal to input and this time I'll pass a parameter in input function. So I'll write enter a number. Here we are asking user to enter any number, okay, and we'll print x. Now running b.py, look, enter a number is printed as it is. Now we'll enter something, let's say 34. Okay, 34 is printed as it is. This 34 is looking like integer, but it is a string value. Okay, so this is 34 inside string. Okay, so let's prove it. I'll use here type function to find the type of 34, that is x. So print type of x. And now running b.py, enter a number, let's say 34. Look, 34 and it is of type class str. So this is not integer. Whatever we write in input, it is treated as string. Okay. So what if we want only int value? Let's see, making new example c.py, x is equal to input, enter a number and print type of x. This time I'll convert the input into int. So I'll use here type conversion function for int type. So I'll write here int. So let's see, running c.py, enter a number 22. Look, this time 22 is of class int. Okay. Now making new example d.py, x is equal to input, enter a number and print x and print type of x. This time I'll convert the data into float data type. So I'll use here type conversion function for float class. So float input enter a number. Now running d.py, enter a number, let's pass 23.4. Look, 23.4 and class float. Now let's see Boolean data type. Making new example a.py, x is equal to input, enter a Boolean value, print x and print type of x. And I'll convert this input into bool. by using type conversion function for bool class. Okay, so let's run. Enter a boolean value. I'll pass here 1. Look, true, and the class is class bool. Let's check for another boolean value. Let's say true. Look, true, and class bool. Now making new example, f.py x is equal to input, enter a complex value, print x and print type of x, and I'll convert it into complex. So let's see, running f.py, enter a complex, let's say 2 plus 3j, look, 2 plus 3j and class complex. Let's check one more time. Let's pass 2. Look, 2 plus 0j, because here imaginary part is 0 and the class is complex. Now making new example, g.py x is equal to input, print x and print type of x, and I'll convert this input to list. So let's run. So the console is waiting for us to enter anything. So I'll write here 1, 2, 3, 4 without any separation. Look, each element is converted into list of strings. So 1 is stored as a string form, 2 is stored as a string, 3 is stored as a string, and 4 is stored as a string. Okay, and the class is list. And if we pass the elements of list with a separation, then let's see 1, 2, 3. Look, each value entered by the user is a separate element in the list. So 1 is a string, 1 is the first element of list, comma is the second element of list, and so on. And the class is list. Okay. So here each value is treated as a single element of the list. So that was all for input function. We'll see a new concept in the next lecture. Thank you.